Hey guys, okay, so I thought I'd come on here and just do a little chatty video because it has been a while and I know that you guys love these. I do too. Just sitting, chatting, best friends, you know, that's one thing. Like, so many of you, I loved all the Christmas cards. I love them so much, and so thank you. I got hundreds and hundreds, so I honestly am still working. I have my stats down to this, so I'm getting there, but I do read them all very carefully and I pray over them, and you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for the Christmas cards. And honestly, I've gotten so much feedback from you on this ministry, and so many of you said that you feel like we're best friends, and that is the best compliment ever. Like, thank you so much, because I do feel like you guys are my close friends as well. Like, I truly do. I invite you into my home. I share with you, you know, a piece of me that I probably wouldn't normally, but like feel led to do, and I love it. So many of you said you're new moms and you feel overwhelmed, and it's just comforting to have another mom here, and so I get it. I totally completely get it. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I just want to say that I'm so glad that you watch these videos, and I love you all so much. So anyway, I'm gonna just chat about life. It has been so crazy. So Maria Grace is 15 months now. She is getting to be a big girl, getting her own mind, her own thoughts, and she's teething on top of that. So it's a little bit of a like hit or miss. She's so sweet and cute, and Bella and Maria together are so cute. Like, they're very, very sweet to each other, which is, you know, one of my biggest prayers. My sister was not a fan of me. She was older than me and did not like that I was born, you know, when I was little. And so that was like my biggest fear, is that Bella would be jealous of, you know, Maria or something like that, and that has not been the case at all, thank God. And I did really try to like counteract that. Like, I, you know, always am very affirming to Bella and make sure she gets lots of attention, and I feel like that has helped a lot. But she's just naturally very sweet, and so is Maria. So it's been good. But Maria gets into everything. I've shared on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen this, but like, she goes through my things, like my purse and stuff like that, and she's been throwing things in the trash lately. That's like her new thing. And so, which is great, you know, like, I'm like, oh, throw this piece of paper away, and she'll go throw it away. But like, I could not find my wallet for 3 hours. Like, I was like, I haven't left the house. I don't know, like, where's my wallet? And I thought maybe like from the car to here, like I dropped it and somebody stole it. Like, I couldn't figure it out, like, cause I had just had it. And so anyway, so I was about to like cancel all my credit cards, because I literally went under the couches, in the couches, everything, you know. And so I started like canceling my credit cards, and Eric's like, have you looked ever? I'm like, I looked everywhere but the trash, like literally everywhere. And so he's like, well, let me look at the trash. Sure enough, my wallet was in the trash. Like, and it had been there for like a good day, so it was towards the bottom. So anyway, so that was really fun. And she keeps me on my toes. Like, she is into everything, and I don't think my other kids were like that. So that has been interesting, and there's always like a little bit of me where I'm like, oh my goodness, where's Maria? Like, just like, if she's not in the same room as me, I'm like, where is she? What's she getting into now and stuff? So but she is very sweet and cuddly, and yeah, she's amazing, obviously, but you know, she's just a little bit like, whew, okay, I need to, you know. So I go to bed very tired every night, but I will say I have more energy. So I don't know if you guys feel this way, but when I first have a child, it takes me, and this might be good to hear, but it takes me a good year, over a year, to like get back to my normal self. Like, just like have the energy level, just be myself again. Like, and I know that thankfully with my fifth, that it takes me that long, like just to get to who I was before. And I'm not even really saying body, but just like mentally, like where I was. And because the first year of that baby's life is so intense and so hard that like my house is it was never clean for the first year. And I knew that that's how it was, and that is life, you know. So thankfully my house is looking a little more cleaner now. I have the energy. I have like kind of a system down where I drop off the kids at school, I come home and immediately like clean the kitchen spotless, and that just starts my day off so well. But I'm starting to kind of get into the rhythm of my life. And honestly, Maria's not as needy, so I think that's been helpful too, because she's been really needy up to this point. But her and Bella are starting to kind of like play together, and that has been so fun and so sweet. But the boys are doing great at school. They're really enjoying it, are making lots of friends. Zachary, it's his first year in kindergarten, and he's loving it. He really is enjoying it. I think he wants to be a little bit more challenged academically, which is interesting. He takes after my husband, Eric. Eric's like super smart, went to Notre Dame, all of that. Me, not so much. So he got that from Eric. So he comes home and he's like, can you give me homework, Mom? Like he wants me to give him homework. I'm like, okay. And he wants to read books to me, and like none of my other kids did that. So I'm like, okay. But I think it's sweet. He's constantly writing numbers, and like he'll add the plus sign. Like he'll make his own math homework, and then he'll like figure it out. And I'm just like, okay, I was not like that. That is totally my husband, like your father. So it's really funny. So Eric's job is going good. I told all my patrons this, but we almost had to move. It was very intense for a while there, that through his job, that we were gonna move actually out of the United States. So it was a little intense, and I was a little nervous. And so it's very interesting because God, thankfully, like I prayed so hard, we get to stay here at least for another year. So I'm very happy and pleased with that, and thankful that that we can live here again, because or stay living here, because I'm finally meeting friends. I feel like I have so much to catch up on, but pretty much me and another friend formed a Catholic mommy group, and so we meet every other Tuesday and we discuss St. John the Great, his 5 loves. It's this book that we're reading, and we talk. And so it starts at 8 o'clock at night every other Tuesday, and we talk so much. It's like, I just love these women so much, and I like come home and I feel refreshed because we're talking about the faith, we're talking about life, we all kind of are in the same, like have small children. So I feel like we could stay up all night talking, and that's what I have been hoping for and praying for. So, so I'm glad that I kind of feel like I found my people in a sense, and they're so wonderful. And so I look forward to that. Every other Tuesday, it just kind of fills my cup back up of like my friendship cup and stuff. So I just encourage you to, if you feel the same way I did, of like, I felt like I had no friends here, and like I wanted that like Catholic connection, to go deep on a Catholic connection, I encourage you to start a Catholic mommy book club, and it is so awesome. I do have other Catholic mommy groups that I go to, and they're fabulous too, but it's hard to like go deep because there's loud kids all around and stuff, and I have a hard time like hearing people when there's like background noise and stuff. So so this has been great because all the kids are in bed at that time, and we can, and we always have snacks, and it's so fun. Anyway, I'm very thankful for that group of women. I would love to do like a video on like how to have a Catholic mommy group and stuff. So let me know if you're interested on like what to do and how to do it and all of that. We're planning our trip to Minnesota this summer. We go every year to Minnesota. My family's from there, and so I cannot wait to see my family because we don't see them the rest of the year. So it's like once a year, and so we stay for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's awesome. It never seems long enough, but so I'm starting to plan that for the summer, and just kind of thinking about just signing the kids back up for the Catholic school they go to. So kind of thinking ahead of like, okay, what are we gonna need next? And I don't know, God is so good. I feel like all these things, he's just kind of putting them in place the way that I was hoping that they would, like living here. And so it's just kind of a slow start when we first moved here. Just like unpacking and then getting out and meeting people, and then COVID hit, and then I got pregnant, and you know, it's just like one thing after the next. So I feel like I'm finally like getting my groove back, and I'm loving it. It's so fun. God is so amazing. So also my prayer life has been better. So after Maria Grace, my prayer life was so hard once I had Maria Grace, and it was just honestly a challenge to really like get deep into prayer. It still is, but it's getting better. So there's hope. I've been doing the Father Mike, his Bible in a year, because I didn't finish it last year, so I'm working on it again. Just kind of picking up where I left off. And so I do that like first thing in the morning, waking up early and reading books and just trying to like dive deeper, have quiet time. That's so hard when you're a mom of 5 kids to have quiet time. And so that's something that I've been really trying to do within my day, is have quiet time with God, and just to be, which is so hard because the world is so noisy. But I know that that is how God speaks to me, and so I need to do that. Like he's got a lot that I'm sure he wants to tell me, or honestly just to be. You know, I remember when my husband and I first met, and like we wouldn't even have a lot to talk about, but just being together was so awesome. And I feel like that's how it is with God. Like he might not even have anything to say to me, but just he wants to be with me, you know. So we have an adoration chapel here, and so my goal is to start going like regularly. And it's hard though with 5 children, so I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. My husband and I have been kind of on Saturday mornings because he doesn't have work, and you know, the kids were all here. So we've been taking turns going to confession and going to mass in the morning. So that has been awesome too, because where we go, they have adoration. So there's confession, adoration, and then they all pray the rosary, and then there's mass. So it's like a little mini retreat every Saturday morning. My husband and I will switch off because my husband wants it just as much as I do. So it's beautiful. So that's been really nice. And we do the first Saturdays as well, but this is nice because it's just us, like just me and Jesus, and it's so good. And I've noticed like going to confession regularly has been so good for me too, just to like constantly like purify myself, be in union with God. And so if you and your spouse, or maybe your spouse will give you like Saturday morning off, highly recommend it. It's just like a mini retreat, like every Saturday. Like it's so great. So anyway, yeah, life here is good. I mean, the weather has been crazy this year. It's been so cold, so much snow. The last 2 years we've been here, it's been so mild. I think it snowed once every, like both of the other 2 winters, and it has not been cold. It's been like very mild. So this has been hard for me. I'm like, okay, I think I'd like to move to Florida today. But not possible, but I wish it was. That's kind of my goal. My hope someday is to either move to Florida or Nashville, Tennessee. But who knows? God, I make plans, God laughs, you know. So I very loosely would like to go to one of those 2 places. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of my life lately. Things are good. I'm so thankful to God for for what he's given to me. I feel like I'm finally like getting out of like the mommy brain. Things are going good. I feel like I'm finally getting into the groove of life and motherhood and having a clean house again. Like that was my like 2022 goal, is to like have a clean house. And I think I'm doing pretty good. I mean, people still live here. There's toys places, but I'm kind of keeping up with like my cleaning schedule and stuff. So that's really exciting. Homemakers dilemmas, right? Like these are just like things that homemakers think about. It's like, oh, I'll clean in my house today. So anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I love you all so much. And until next time, I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.